So today we're going to put a piece across the back here, which is this piece here. So basically we have to put it in there like that. Then we have to cut some pieces to follow that edge right there down to the corner. At some angles there on both sides. So this will be our push arms on the dozer. In order to make this thing, tilt this way and that way, the ends need to be able to pivot there. So what we have is this piece in here. It rotates back and forth. So this piece will go across here. There will be the other one on this side, of course. And as this goes up and down, it'll work. But if I want to tilt, I need to have this piece here. If you can see, I'm just holding it, kind of exaggerating a little bit, but it needs to go this way as each one of these independently go up and down. So all this is one of these. Cut the wheel off just by grinding this out, and I came up with this piece here. We'll put a hole through here and a hole through here, and we'll put a bolt through it. So this piece actually fits perfectly in there. It just slides right in. And there's just a little bit of play in there, but it fits absolutely perfect. One thing about these, these are made to hold pressure, so as the force of the dozer pushing forward on the blade, this will be able to withstand the force and still be able to pivot there. So I'm going to do the same thing on both sides there. And I got these little turnbuckles that will go right here on the sides. It'll attach up to the blade. I got to build some little brackets here and up here. If you lay that on there, we're not square at all, so it needs to be tilted up like this. But when you do that, you got some weird angles there. So what I did was drew out the bottom of the blade. I just scratched it onto the top of the table here. Got all my center marks. And that lines right up with that mark lines up there. And this one goes right there. If you can see that there. This is my center line. And that one goes right there. I took these, or this was a piece of the flat bar, put a bend on it, put some angled cuts there in order to carry that. Oh, if I can show you, there it is. This will sit like that. Kind of see it underneath there maybe. Alright, got these pieces welded on there. I'm not sure if you want to call it welded, but it's definitely melted together, so it's not going to come off. So, and I also did the top part, put a little tacks on there. Yeah, definitely not a welder, but hey, it'll hold. Alright, so it should fit just about like so. Got my top piece on here, the bottom piece. See how well this fits together. Oh, look at that. Looks like it was meant to do that or something. And let's see how this one lines up. And just a little bit of bending right there. And that's going to line up quite nicely too. deal. Alright. You can kind of start seeing the shape of it there a little bit better. That's what it's looking like behind here. These pieces, it's just sitting there right now, so just to show you what it's going to look like. The actuators will go down and attach down there. Pull this bar out a little bit so it's not so close to the track. Alright, so the next step, I figured out where I want to put this. Put a line across there, it's all square. So what we need to do is get some pieces to come here to here. But as you can see, it's not straight. So I gotta take some of this little bar here and bend it around. The problem is I don't have a bender that would do anything like that, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Probably take it out and use the back of my hitch on my truck and kind of put some bend on there. Well, did our bending on the back of the truck on the hitch back there. Actually worked quite well. Pretty much got the angle of what we need there, so this is some of this needs to be, you could pound that flat, but for the most part it's there. So we got our little pieces cut. Just need to weld that together. See what our next step is. Probably to build some from here to here on both sides. So, but it's freaking cold. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got snowflakes coming down. Progress.